Good morning, Solid Steppers. This is Miss Ward coming from morning South Florida. I'm touching bases. I'm headed out to my first client, and that is a Samsung dryer in Palm Beach Gardens. Customer's complaint is that the unit is not drying properly. Something familiar to all of us technicians here in the appliance industry. That's my first call. Second call is going to be a wash plate. And then after that, I have a Frigidaire and a Samsung. Frigidaire is not cooling properly in the refrigeration, in the fresh food section. And then the Samsung has the same issue. So it's going to be an interesting day. Extremely profitable. All the above. There was something I wanted to talk about today, and it's crazy because I was thinking about, I was talking about how people move differently in business. Like last night, our last job was a AC issue. Customers' condenser had frozen up, and we had to go in and take a look at it. It was low on Freon, therefore it had a leak. So I was out there with one of my guys that is an HVAC guy, and it was, what time was it? Maybe 6:30, 7 o'clock, something like that. So, the one thing about South Florida is people need two things. It's so funny to me, but it's true. They need their ice makers to work, and they need the AC to work. There you go. AC and ice makers, $1 million all day long. And that's what I was thinking about, how you really need to be diverse in the market, and you need to make sure you're diverse in the profitable areas. You don't have to know everything about like an appliance repair. You don't have to know everything about every appliance, but you got to know which appliances to focus on, which appliances to have parts for your truck on. Like everybody know with the Samsung, you need to have that damn drain kit. Me, I use an auxiliary heater. You need to have, I even have the evap covers. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going in, I'm getting in and getting out. Each unit has this thing. With the French door GE refrigerators, you need to have that fresh food evap fan on deck. You need to have the temp sensors. A lot of these side-by-sides, you got to have your temp sensor, your defrost heater, your defrost thermostat, or the Meister. You gotta be ready to get it, man. You can't play with it. You gotta get it. That's the name of the game. Samsung dryers, that goes without saying. You gotta have the thermostat, the heating elements, things of that nature. When you get into business, if you are smart, you focus on certain calls that you do and do well, and then you make sure you not only master them, you become quick at diagnosing, you become quicker at repairing, and doing a quality repair where you will not have a recall. You're going to have one-offs here and there, but you got to have a way to handle those too. Like prime example, we were working on a Samsung dryer that had a crazy noise. Well, the noise was coming from the fact that the somebody came and did a dry vent cleaning, and when they did the dry vent cleaning, they bent the legs underneath the unit, causing to warp the frame. So there was a weird vibration that was traveling, and it was crazy because it's not something you would normally see. But because we all understand how specific Samsung is about its clearances and tolerances, when there's any compromise in the frame, we know what happens. It throws the entire unit off, and the components that would normally be aligned and not have those issues all of a sudden become compromised. And then you have some weird ass problem. But that goes back to studying the craft. I want to answer a couple of questions because I did a live regarding the 2021 Ford Transit 250 miler 3/4 ton. And, you know, I explained early on last year that I chose to go with enterprise leasing. And the reason I chose to go with enterprise leasing was two options. I have a relationship with them because of the hotshot trucking side of my life. And those of you that know me, you know about that business. And, you know, the key is you're an entrepreneur. You're supposed to have multiple streams of income. You're supposed to get one business going, make sure that's profitable and well, put somebody in charge of that, and then go create the next one. And hopefully the businesses you're developing are legacy businesses if you're smart, particularly if you have children or nieces and nephews or, you know, people that you want to give back to so that they can continue, you know, people who have the skill set and the proper intentions who can take over, you know. A lot of people start these businesses and they want their kids to get involved, but they have no succession plan. They have no structure in place to transition, you know, management, leadership, or ownership. You know, and it kills me because at the end of the day, you either gonna do business or you come out here and play business, you know. And I think it's amazing to me how people are just not prepared. But at the same time, everybody got their journey. I'm not knocking anybody. I'm just keeping my mouth shut and living mine. You know, I can't talk about anybody else when my shit's raggedy. You know what I'm saying? And I really don't have time to. Anybody know me? I'm on the road basically 7 days a week, gaining knowledge and being better, you know? I was talking to a person very close to me, and I had worked all day, and I was, she thought that I was going home. I was like, no, I gotta go to class. Like, damn, I could hear it in her voice. It was so funny, like, you need to go lay your ass down somewhere. But at the end of the day, when you want something, you gotta put processes in place. You gotta excel, and you not only gotta become the best, you gotta exemplify that discipline and that structure, you know? No one's perfect, but I have gained unbelievable relationships and networks, you know, with people that I have respect for, who all stay in their respective lanes. And if I need some assistance, I will pull them out. If I don't, I'll put them back. It is what it is, and they do the same for me. Speaking of Taylor, I'm going to reach out to you about that information you sent me last night, or question, so I can give you detail. And then that's another thing. You know, you got to know people who's versed in different areas so you guys can share knowledge. Because if you're not sharing knowledge and growing, why are you even talking to them? Like, I don't understand empty-ass relationships. I need to do a whole video on why are you involved in that situation. That's what that video needs to be. Why are you in that situation? But then you realize some people like squalor. They like to not be moving. They like to be in the middle of drama. I am not interested in any of that. Trust me. I'm out here not only trying to be better, get better. I'm trying to get to the point where I got everything I need at the touch of a bang. You know? I ain't got time for the BS. But anyway, getting back to enterprise. So people were asking questions, so I'm going to try to answer those questions. You have to have a relationship with enterprise truck rental. And, you know, I manage my business in a way where I factor in the rental fees, the lease fees, things of that nature. This is why I charge the way I charge, and I service to certain clients, because those clients can sustain the business. And, you know, I show up in a manner that allows me to request a certain service fee, a certain price on all my repairs, and the extended warranty and maintenance options. You know, like, it's a total package deal. You know, people ask me, well, how much? Like I said initially, when COVID hit, I first opened my, is when I first went and locked down my trucks for my business. And they had a special going on because with COVID, a lot of the service industries who patronized them slowed down because they didn't know what was happening. Everybody was really locking in their resources and their liquid assets, so wasn't nobody spending money. So they started me out with like $99 a week, which was insane. I jumped all over that. I developed a great relationship with the young lady that takes care of me. Shout out to Sam. She's great. She makes sure that I'm on schedule with all my oil changes. I never have an issue if I need tires, maintenance, anything. None of that comes out of my pocket. The only thing coming out of my pocket, of course, is my insurance. They do have an option where they can tack the insurance on for you, and the gas, period. You know. So, and of course my car washes. But like I said, you know, I did it because of the tax incentives, and at the same time, I'm not going to be down and miss opportunity because my vehicle won't start. I got problems with a truck. So many guys I know, their trucks stay in the damn shop, and then they're paying for repairs that aren't fixing their trucks. I mean, it's insane. I don't have time because I know I'm going to get all this money back. I just have to make sure that I manage everything accordingly, you know? And that's how I went into it. So I wasn't missing my money, you know, because I already knew that this is just an investment, and I'm just recouping. At the same time, I'm developing my business credit with Enterprise and other places, and so it just makes my business more attractive because I have those relationships and trade lines. So that's basically what it is. I think now they probably charge, depending on what you get. You know, my first year I had a 2020 ProMaster. Now I'm in the 2021 Transit. They told me if I want to switch back to a ProMaster, I can. That's basically what they had. It was time for them to change me out because I was at like 45,000 miles on it. And when I got it, it had like 3,000. This one here, when I got it, it had 900 miles. I just got it 2 days ago. I'm already at 1,300. I'll probably be at 15, but 1,600 by the end of the day. You know, because I'm out here getting it. But that's to answer the question. And then those of you guys know that I do use Workiz. Workiz is the app that I use for my customers and staff. This is how I communicate what jobs they have, where they're going, and everything is streamlined. They communicate with me. Someone asked me about Workiz, whether it tracks, oh yeah, that was Brandon, whether it tracks employees, and it definitely does. It will give you the GPS location of where your employee is, and things of that nature. So Workiz is where it's at, y'all. Y'all better get with it. WORKIZ. When you reach out to them, make sure you let them know Miss Ward sent you. They're going to hook you up. All right, y'all. I'm about to end this video because now they're showing out. All I see is brake lights. I don't know how I feel about this road situation in Fort Lauderdale. And, all right. Anyway, solid steppers. That's it for today. Be blessed. And I'll holler at you when I can.